Every scream, every gasp, every terrified whisper echoing through the streets of Universal Studios during Halloween Horror Nights is a testament to the power of fear. But have you ever wondered what truly lurks behind those screams? It's not just the monsters you see, but the unseen architects who weave narratives so terrifying, they burrow deep into your subconscious and refuse to let go. Join us as we pull back the curtain on HHN 2025 to uncover the brilliant minds designing your worst nightmares. Welcome to our channel, where the only scares we deliver are to your inbox every time you hit subscribe. This season, prepare yourself for the devilishly delightful world of HHN 2025. As you navigate the twisted mazes of this year's event, you'll encounter not just ghoulish apparitions and grotesque creatures, but a tapestry of stories so intricately woven, they'll leave you questioning reality itself. Every jump scare, every unexpected twist is a carefully placed note in a symphony of terror composed by a team of unseen geniuses. These are the architects of your deepest fears. But who are these masterminds of mayhem, and what's their creative process like? Behind every great horror movie or thrilling mystery novel, there's a team of writers who conjure worlds where the shadows dance with danger and the unknown lurks around every corner. And HHN 2025 is no exception. Although we won't be able to reveal their identities due to confidentiality agreements, we can tell you that the creative force behind this year's event consists of a small army of concept artists, writers, and designers. Their sole purpose, to transform vague ideas into fully realized nightmares. Now, you might be thinking these folks work in isolation, locked away in some dark room writing out their terrifying tales. But that's where you'd be wrong. Creating an immersive experience like HHN requires a collaborative spirit. These teams spend months in long, loud brainstorming sessions, throwing out ideas and getting feedback from one another. Once a concept catches on, it's developed into a full-fledged story complete with characters, motivations, and a whole lot of scares. But how do they ensure that all these individual visions come together to form a cohesive and deeply unsettling universe? It's a delicate balancing act, but one that these architects of terror perform flawlessly. Let's take a closer look at their process, shall we? First, they'll start with a blank slate. Maybe it's a creepy old house in the woods or a sinister carnival with a secret. Then they'll fill in the details, adding layers of complexity and intrigue. Next, they'll introduce the characters, both the victims and the villains, breathing life into them with distinct personalities and backstories. And finally, they'll craft the scares, ensuring that every jump scare or startling moment serves the story and heightens the overall terror factor. Through countless revisions and refinements, they turn a simple idea into a full-blown nightmare factory. But that's just the beginning, because crafting a haunted house is only half the battle. To make sure every guest feels completely immersed in the story, they need to create a detailed map of the experience, plotting out every twist and turn, every room and hallway. This ensures that the scares are evenly distributed, keeping guests on edge from the moment they enter until they finally escape. But even the best-laid plans can go awry. That's why these teams need to be prepared for anything, whether it's last-minute changes or unexpected delays. With flexibility and a wicked sense of humor, they navigate the challenges, ensuring that the final product is as terrifying as intended. As you wander through the shadowy pathways of HHN 2025, pay close attention to the details. Do you spot a recurring motif or symbol in the architecture? How about the lighting or the sound design? Every element has been carefully chosen to enhance the overall narrative and draw you deeper into the unsettling world these architects have created. You might not realize it, but you're experiencing a masterpiece of horror storytelling. The real magic happens when you least expect it, in the subtle, often unseen threads that connect the various elements of the experience. For instance, have you noticed the clever use of red herrings? Throughout the houses, these are false clues or misleading details designed to throw you off balance and keep you guessing. By planting these red herrings, the architects of terror ensure that you're never quite sure what's real or what's imagined, enhancing the feeling of unease and paranoia. And then there's the masterful use of foreshadowing, where subtle hints and early indications set the stage for what's yet to come. By weaving these narrative threads throughout the experience, they create a sense of continuity and inevitability, making the scares all the more effective. But it's not just about keeping you on edge. These architects of terror aim to evoke a whole spectrum of emotions. You'll find yourself laughing at the morbidly humorous situations, gasping at the sudden twists, and even feeling a sense of camaraderie as you share the experience with fellow daredevils. In fact, it's this emotional roller coaster that makes HHN 2025 such a unique and unforgettable experience. So as you venture into the shadowy realms of this year's event, let the Architects of Terror guide you on a journey through the darkest corners of your imagination. Just remember, the scariest stories are the ones that stay with you long after the lights come up. Now, we couldn't possibly talk about the Architects of Terror without addressing the elephant in the room, or should we say the wolfman in the room. You heard that right. HHN 2025 is paying homage to one of Hollywood's most iconic monsters with a brand new house based on the classic tale. But here's the twist. Unlike the traditional retellings, the architects are taking a unique approach by introducing fresh elements and a compelling backstory that will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about the Wolfman. In fact, if you've seen the recent trailer released by Universal, you've already caught a glimpse of what's in store. Let's break it down for you. What immediately catches your eye? Is it the dilapidated mansion shrouded in darkness, or the menacing figure lurking in the shadows? Now take a closer look at the details. Notice the torn curtains, the dusty artifacts, and the eerie lighting. Each element is meticulously placed to transport you to another time and place, drawing you deeper into the Wolfman's chilling tale. But it's not just about the visuals. The Wolfman house is also a feast for the ears. Imagine the sound of howling wind mixed with the distant howls of wolves. Or perhaps you hear the creak of floorboards as if someone were stalking you from above. These audio cues, seemingly simple, are expertly crafted to heighten your senses and make the experience all the more immersive. Speaking of immersion, have you ever wondered how these architects of terror breathe life into their creations? The answer lies in the meticulous attention to detail. From the Wolfman's lair to the cobweb-filled village streets, every inch of this house tells a story. You'll discover relics from the main character's past, each holding a clue to his transformation and descent into darkness. It's a masterclass in environmental storytelling, where the setting becomes a character in its own right. And let's not forget the star of the show, the Wolfman himself. Picture this, a tormented soul struggling with his inner demons, caught between his human and monstrous sides. The architects have breathed life into this iconic creature, giving him a depth and complexity that will both terrify and captivate you. His every move, his every growl is designed to send shivers down your spine and leave you questioning the boundaries between man and beast. This isn't just a house, my friends. It's a portal to another world, a realm where shadows dance with danger and the line between humanity and monstrosity blurs. It's a chilling journey into the heart of darkness, led by the most brilliant architects of terror in the game. As you experience the chilling tale of the Wolfman, pay close attention to the connections being made. Are you noticing any thematic echoes or character parallels between the different houses and scare zones? That's no coincidence. The architects have skillfully wove a tapestry of interconnected narratives, creating a sense of continuity and depth that will blow your mind. For instance, think about how the Wolfman's struggle for control mirrors the internal battles faced by other characters across the event. Or consider how the themes of isolation and despair reverberate throughout the various stories, drawing the houses together in a symphony of sorrow. Even the scare tactics employed by the ghouls and goblins echo the psychological torment of the Wolfman's curse, leaving you questioning the nature of fear itself. It's a bold move on behalf of the architects, but one that pays off in spades, elevating HHN 2025 to a whole new level of terror. So as you navigate the winding paths of HHN 2025, keep your eyes and ears open for these subtle connections. You might just discover that the architects of terror have created something truly special, an experience that lingers in your thoughts long after the final scare. After all, it's not just about being scared, it's about being intellectually stimulated, emotionally engaged, and utterly terrified. And HHN 2025 delivers on all fronts, thanks to the masterminds orchestrating it all from behind the scenes. So hats off to the architects of terror, the geniuses who make our nightmares come to life. Your work is truly a testament to the power of storytelling and the limitless potential of the horror genre.